everyone. I'm Larry Ridley. You're tuned into the NFL on EA Sports. As we head towards kickoff, two quarterbacks will be on the field today trying to push their team to victory. It's Roethlisberger Steelers going up against Braves' Saints.
From a city that's played host to 10 Super Bowls, here's a look inside the Mercedes-Benz Superdome in New Orleans. The setting in this dome just serves to amplify the excitement of the folks in New Orleans as their Saints burst from the tunnel a moment ago. They're set, and we're set as well as the Saints get ready to do battle with Ben Roethlisberger and the Pittsburgh Steelers. And the former Heisman winner, this is Mark Ingram. Wow, there goes Mark Ingram. Touchdown, New Orleans. Mark Ingram, 74 yards. And the Saints have taken the early lead. The very first play from scrimmage, how about that? Talk about setting a tone.
And people always talk about doing exactly that in the first 5 minutes of the game, the first offensive and defensive series. Who's going to gain an advantage? Well, we saw exactly what happened there. The tone was definitely set by the offensive team.
That'll be taken in the end zone. And he'll get it up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. Now a carry for the former Michigan State man, Le'Veon Bell. And he'll be taken down here at about the 23-yard line. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9. 2nd down following the run. From the shotgun, it's Roethlisberger. Out to the flat. That's complete to his running back. And he'll get this up past the 25 before he's out of bounds. 5 yards on the pickup, and that's going to lead to a 3rd down. Here's Roethlisberger. A screen to Bell. And he's going to have the first down, yardage to the 35. 7 yards there, good enough to move the sticks. Now, Charles, what's the mindset here offensively? You gave up the touchdown pretty quickly. Would it have changed if you had gotten a stop and it would be 0-0 right now, or no?
I wouldn't think so. I think in most cases, just down a touchdown, you know, I mean, we're just getting started here. It should be a long way to go. You think to yourself, stick with the game plan, all the things you worked on in practice. But you have some teams that when they get down, their natural tendency is to aggressively strike back. And let's see if they want to get outside of the game plan we expect and try and be aggressive on their first series.
Trying to get it there to Martavis Bryant. And it'll bring up 3rd down.
When you see passes knocked down by those guys I call the frustrated fullbacks, the linebackers, you know that in their zone coverage, they were able to drop, see the ball thrown, and react to it very quickly.
On 3rd down, Roethlisberger. He gets it to Brown, complete. And he's finally taken down, but not before getting across midfield and across the 45-yard line. Now a first down carry by Bell. And he'll be brought down at about the 42. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
Well, that call makes sense because they've been throwing it well on this drive, and once again they show passing formation, showing the shotgun, and they ran out of it. That's a nice play by them defensively, though, to hold it to a short game.
Over the middle here to Brown. And they're able to get this one past the 30 down to the 25. The passing game in rhythm right now for Pittsburgh. There's another first down. They'll throw on first down with Roethlisberger. Now they set up the screen. That's complete. And they take him down, losing yardage back at the 27. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be second down. And before this second down play, we'll get a whistle, a signal, and a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. Now Roethlisberger escaping the pressure right. And he'll be brought down inside the 20 at the 19. He turned that into a nice gain, gets him 8 yards closer for third down.
Well, he did a nice job keeping his eyes downfield, waiting for someone to get open. But once the pressure forced his eyes down to see the rush, it was time to make a break for it.
From the gun on third down, it's Roethlisberger. Sliding out of the pocket. Man open left side is Brown. But he will have the first down before he's tackled at the 12. Roethlisberger hooking up with Brown to get the Steelers a first. On 1st and 10, it's Roethlisberger. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 16. And he's going to return it to the 21-yard line. New Orleans offense working its way back out there. As we look at them ahead to 2018, as that wound to the end of 2017 continues to heal, Charles, they're going to have Kamara, Ingram, Thomas. If they have Breeze back at quarterback, this should be an excellent squad again.
It certainly should, and frankly, if the offensive line comes back healthy and intact, that's another big win for them, especially with their 2 tackles, Teron Armstead at left tackle, Ryan Ramczyk, who was a rookie last season at right tackle. They are loaded going forward. If they could get a real playmaker at tight end, that might be the last piece. And if that happens, I'd hate to be a defensive coordinator trying to game plan for them.
They'll get 9 there as that sets them up better for third down. With Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. It's Saints football to begin quarter number 2. They're up against a 3rd and 2 to start things out. They'll try to run for the first with Ingram. A good gain of 14 there, and it moves the chains. We've seen him break off a big run already in this game, and for a second, that one looked like it might be another.
Yeah, I think that any defense would say, look, we can't let him get to the second level, because sometimes he'll break off a big run on his own, but oftentimes you get additional blocking in the...
Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. Ryan Shazier leading the surge there. He drops him for a loss of 6.
Well, that play was the very definition of fast, quick, and in a hurry. Suddenly, he was there.
Yeah, blink of an eye. That happened fast, and a big sack. On second down, Ingram. And hard running's going to get him over the 40 to the 42. 5 yards gets him back near the original line of scrimmage as they'll be left with a 3rd and long.
Frustrating for a defense, energizing for an offense. Finding a way to create that type of yardage in your running game, that'll make the guys carrying the ball very, very happy.
Now Breeze on third down. Flushed out right. Now he's going to send this one deep. It's caught inside the 25. And he takes it down deep into Pittsburgh territory. A big play for the Saints on third down. 41 yards. The Saints put up 29 points a game last year, second only to the Falcons, and they're in range to get some points on this drive as well. 1st and 10. They run. It's Mark Ingram. And he'll take it into the end zone for the Saints touchdown. Mark Ingram with his 2nd touchdown here in this first half. And the Saints add on to their lead. And it's good to make it 14-0. Morstead, the punter, out to kick it off. That's fielded in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. The Steelers' offense now, they get ready to head back on the field. Already down 2 touchdowns here in the first half. This becomes a pretty important drive, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and a lot of the teams script plays. We know that, right? They have a script to start the ball game, and typically those scripts go between 12 and 24, 25 plays. Down 2 touchdowns early, probably not very deep into their script. I think that they'll stay with it. I don't think they'll abandon it just yet and try and generate some offense on this drive.
Anything. At least 3 points, get that 0 off the board. And he's able to plow forward up to about the 29, just shy of the 30. Tough running there. That's a hard-earned 4 yards.
Yeah, those are the unsung kind of runs. They don't fill up the stat sheet, but they do set you up in good position on second down.
On second down, Roethlisberger. Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. Look at the big man rumble. It's a big play there for the Steelers. 63 yards.
On any given pass play, you never know exactly where your exit points are going to be. On this play, it was flushed to his left, still on the run, able to accurately throw the football for a nice.
Pushing and fighting his way in for a Steeler touchdown. Le'Veon Bell, a 9-yard touchdown run. And the Steelers are able to make this a close game again. And that one makes it 14-7. Boswell on now to kick this one away. It's a short kick, taking it to 15. They juked him. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30. Now the Saints, they trot their offense out here. And right now they're saying, hey, let's keep this going. 2 drives, 2 touchdowns.
Yeah, can't ask for a better start than that, can you? I mean, this is the way you practice it. This is the way you rehearse it. But right now, the play calling, they're locked in really well.
Hoping now to get back in the end zone on this 4th possession. They'll run with Ingram here to begin the drive. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. Call it a loss of 2 on the play. And that'll make it 2nd and 12. To throw, it's Breeze. Buying time to his left. And his throw's going to be incomplete. Officially a minute 54 to go in this first half. We're back to New Orleans after this.
Here we go. Ready.
From the gun on 3rd down, Breeze. He's going to rifle one deep left side. And that's caught inside the 35. And he gets all the way down to the 30-yard line. A big play for the Saints on 3rd down. And even 40 yards. Breeze to Ingram on the draw. It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up 2nd down.
Well, if you're a football guy, that's a pretty run because everyone is in sync right there. Obviously, a guy carrying the ball, but how about the people up front? Leverage, athleticism, they created some nice space for him.
And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off by Ryan Shazier. And look out, I think he's going to go. And he brings this one back. It's a pick 6 for a Steeler touchdown. Short throw pick 6 right there. Those linebackers, they love when those short throws come and those eyes get real wide, don't they?
How about the anticipation on the play? Reading, reacting, and then the ability to catch the football and take it in the opposite direction.
So a tie ball game here as the kick's away. It's a short kick, taking it to 15. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30. Back out onto the field now comes the New Orleans offense. And last time, decent field position through the pick 6. Obviously costly.
But they can't afford to just bunker in now. All right, good field position means go ahead and attack on offense. Try and press the advantage a little bit. They just have to be better with the football on this possession.
So that didn't bother you too much last time?
No, because it's exactly what you're supposed to do. You can't have good field position, not try to take advantage of it. Sometimes the defense makes a good play, too.
And on the left sideline, he caught it, but out of bounds, according to the head linesman. Incomplete, so the ball a little late getting there, and it's 3rd down. The Saints on third down. A perfect 3 for 3 as they look to keep that streak going. This is 3rd and 10. Working from the gun, it's Breeze. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. And the Steelers signal for another timeout. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime. Here's Thomas Morstead on now to punt it away on 4th down. Back deep for the Steelers, Antonio Brown. That'll be put in the books as a 53-yard punt. And there'll be time for maybe one final play before halftime. And Pittsburgh getting set to take the field. And you got to think, if this is anything other than just taking a knee, I'd be very surprised.
Yeah, they've got enough to talk about at the half. Why do anything else? Just get out of there.
Final play of the half. It's Roethlisberger. He's going deep for Brown. And they can't get the long connection as it falls incomplete. And Larry apparently very brief in his report. Thanks anyway, my man, as we're already set for action. So both teams have their marching orders, and we'll get going again here in quarter number 3. That's fielded in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. The Steeler offense now with a football first here to begin the 3rd quarter. First half showed us some pretty good offense. Tie game. We'll see what the second half brings.
And it'll be interesting because I think both sides feel pretty good about what their offenses are doing. Got to wonder what adjustments are being made defensively to try and get a spark and maybe slow down the other side.
But here, do you change up anything on this opening drive?
Not offensively, you don't. You got everything going your way. You're probably prepared for maybe some change-ups you might expect, but overall, you like what your game plan's showing you.
Now it's Roethlisberger, and he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. Cameron Jordan in there to get him for a loss of 5. And on that one, the protection just broke down.
You've got to have that leverage, don't you? We always talk about low man wins in the running game for an offensive lineman versus a defensive lineman. It's essentially the same thing in pass protection. Get lower than that defensive lineman so that you can keep your balance and keep him away from your guy trying to throw the football.
And he finds McDonald. And they're going to get this one all the way out across the 45. A very solid gain of 27. And the defense definitely showing blitz here. Now Roethlisberger on first down. And the tip there altered the ball flight, and it falls incomplete. It'll be 2nd down. Well, with that incompletion, a chance to discuss the Pro Bowl happened January 28th, just a few miles from your house there in Orlando.
Yeah, how about that? A lot of excitement, a lot of enthusiasm for the Pro Bowl. You do hear the critics talk about it, but for a lot of NFL fans...
And he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. Cameron Jordan in there to get him for his 2nd sack of the night.
And that's his 2nd sack of the game, but this player... disruptive in all phases, whether he's going upfield, coming underneath, you name it. He's a big-time guy you have to block.
Here's Roethlisberger to throw. He's looking deep, and that's caught inside the 30. A big play on 3rd there for the Steelers. 41 yards. You know, when I see passes like that, I'm reminded of something you and I talked about yesterday. Big Ben was a wide receiver the first 3 years of high school, sitting behind the coach's son. And then he finally got that opportunity. I think he's made the most of it.
It's always the coach's son, isn't it? But you know where it helps him? When he looks downfield, he knows what the receivers are going to do. He actually has wide receivers' eyes when he's throwing the ball.
So they're operating in the red zone. Now Roethlisberger to throw on 2nd down. Oh, it's a screen pass. That's complete. And he'll be brought down inside the 20 at the 19. Only a yard there. Sniffed out well defensively, and it brings up 3rd. The Steelers on 3rd down. No problems to this point. A perfect 5 for 5. This will be 3rd and 5. From the gun, it's Roethlisberger. Looking left side, and he's got a man. It's Bell. And they'll bring him down at the 18-yard line. They'll give him a yard on the play, and it'll be 4th down. Now Chris Boswell for the Steelers field goal try. This just a 35-yard attempt from the left hash. And Boswell's kick is good. And they take a 17-14 lead. So the drive stalls out, but they are able to put 3 points on the board.
Yeah, just a yard or two shorter than an extra point, so no problems converting there.
This is fielded at the goal line. And he'll take it a yard or so past the 20, call it the 21-yard line. Now we take a glance at the offense as they work their way back out for their first possession of the second half. They trail offense, first time to touch the ball in quarter 3, and we'll see what they can do.
And I can't wait to see what they have planned, because some teams script to start a half. Other teams just go, okay, these are the sequence of plays we want to run. These things worked well for us. And sometimes they throw in that big chunk play right away.
Shocker.
Try and get after them early and try and create a big play to give themselves some momentum.
See what they have up their sleeve. And he's got room. And he is out of bounds, getting it just shy of the 35. Nothing open downfield. He keeps it himself for 11 and a first down.
That was an excellent job of recognizing the situation. His first read wasn't there. Heck, his second read wasn't there. But he bought himself a little extra time scrambling out of the pocket, got to the sticks, and picked up the first down.
And able to use his blockers to get this up over the 40. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3.
Well, no matter how they phrase it, staying on schedule, staying ahead of the sticks, whatever you want to call it, 7 yards on first down, that fits the bill.
Back now here live in New Orleans. It's been a very hotly contested game to this point. Just a field goal separating these two teams as we get set for the fourth quarter. And the offense still has a couple plays to go to pick up the first on 2nd down and 3. Ingram again. And he'll be taken down at the 46-yard line. A gain of 4 that time as the drive continues.
Looks like they're establishing a pretty good pattern here because they've been very heavy in the running game on the last 4 plays.
Yeah, you took the words right out of my mouth. So far, 4 plays in this drive, all 4 on the ground. And he'll be brought down just shy of midfield at the 49-yard line. Only 3 there on the screen at 2nd down. Now Breeze throwing on 2nd down. Eluding the pressure right. On the run, he'll let it go deep, right sideline. So the long attempt falls innocently to the ground, and it brings up 3rd.
I know our vantage point might be a little bit better way up here, but that looked like an ill-advised throw to me. I didn't see anything open, and this play just didn't look right from the beginning.
It did not. I thought he might get outside and just chuck it away. Dangerous pass, incomplete. They'll set up the screen now to Kamara. And they go backwards here, losing yardage back at the 48-yard line. Well, you can see what they wanted to do. They wanted to set up the screen there, but it got blown up.
It's hard to run that play if you're not getting a lot of pressure at the quarterback because the space doesn't open up. They were able to read that one and slow it down and stop it before they could get a first down.
And Gibbs got it. A big hit. Knocked down sideways right there around the 35-yard line. It's a gain of 17 that time. And that leads to a New Orleans first down. Breeze gives it up to Ingram. Takes this to the 32, maybe the 31. Defensively, they rally quickly after the broken tackle. Give them 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7. Breeze to throw on 2nd down. Rolling, and he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. Bud Dupree coming in from that outside linebacker spot. He gets him down for a loss of 5. Third and long now after the sack of Breeze, and the Saints up against it here. From the gun, it's Breeze. Dancing to his left. He can run for it, and he will. So no sack. He gets back to the line of scrimmage, but it'll still bring up a 4th down.
And while he did a good job of sliding around in the pocket, there was nowhere to go with the football, so he had to take off and try and run. He just got back to the line of scrimmage, no gain.
And this kick is not going to get there. It's short and no good.
Well, this winds up an empty possession. Everything looked okay. He just never got the ball on target. And knowing him, he'll be disappointed with that effort.
They'll start out on the ground with Bell. And he'll only get a yard, maybe 2, up to the 46. And when do they start thinking about burning these timeouts? They've got all 3 still defensively.
To me, you have to start right now. Here's the time, and that means you've got to stop them on defense, not give up the yardage, use your timeouts in order to get the ball back and try and score yourself. But now is the time to start using those timeouts.
And keep in mind, it'll also stop the clock at the 2-minute warning. On 2nd down, here's Roethlisberger. Now they go screen. It's complete. And he'll get it out a couple yards shy of midfield at the 48. Time for a break. We're back to see what happens after this. And the Steelers on 3rd down. They have been superb. 5 for 6 to this point. This is 3rd and 7. Here's Roethlisberger. And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Picked off near the 29. And they are going to set up shop at the 32-yard line. You got the slim lead late and the football, so why are you throwing it there?
Remember during the year when we asked one of the head coaches, if you're in this spot, why would you throw the ball? And he talked about trust in his quarterback and trust in his offense.
But still.
And then at the end he kind of went, yeah, not really a good reason.
Give him a couple on the carry there. 2nd and 8. Back to throw. Forced out to his left. And, a crusher there as it's intercepted. He's picked off at his own 47. And the return this time will go out to the 42-yard line.
I think that interception happened for 2 reasons. Quarterback gets outside the pocket and panics a little bit. And the receiver doesn't make sure he's absolutely in an open spot. So there's a guy lurking, took the ball from him.
Yeah, so don't wave your arms, right, as a receiver if you're not wide open.
Got to know that you're open. Otherwise, just don't do it.
And they're definitely showing blitz here. Roethlisberger going to throw. Throwing the out route incomplete. That's Bell. And he'll go down here at the 35-yard line. They get 11 back on that one. It leads to 3rd down. Nothing open downfield. They went underneath.
Yeah, see if you can get it to your running back. See if you can make someone miss in the open field.
And the Steelers on 3rd down. They've been very good. 5 for 7 thus far. This time it's 3rd and 3. They'll try and run for it with Bell. And a short gain down to about the 33. 2 yards on the pickup there. It's 4th down. And the trend continues here in the 4th like it was in the 1st, 2nd, and 3rd. He's had nowhere to run.
And you're probably thinking to yourself, why do they keep feeding him the football? Well, they trust him first and foremost. They do believe that over time he might actually pop one of these runs. But bottom line is he takes care of the ball well for them, so they'll keep handing it to him.
And here's a big one now. Try to hold this lead. They're going to go for it here on 4th down. They'll go for it with Bell. And he's got the first as they'll bring him down at the 28-yard line. It's a gain of 4, and that should just about seal the deal.
They had to convert there on 4th down, and they ran the football. Major surprise, but they pick it up. Now they've got to really hurry.
Now they'll try the sweep with Bell. And he'll take this down just shy of the 25-yard line. A gain of 3, second down. I guess the simple question, why not just take a knee there?
I don't understand either why you would take any sort of a chance. We've seen it happen in the game of football. Doesn't matter whether you watch high school, college, or the NFL. Some people get a little greedy, try to get that extra running play in, and it can backfire on them. So when you call a corner...